Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome back. This is A from High Fives Tarot. This is your January 2023 Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here and welcome back. Speaking of, there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and you could also scroll down the page and make your own 3-card spread using the Star Spinner Tarot deck. I recommend that you set an intention before you shuffle the deck so that you will not find yourself reshuffling it all over again, so that you could get the answers that you want to hear. What is going on? Too many tasks, too many things to juggle, not wanting to decide on things, torn between two lovers could be, but torn on making a decision as far as this connection is concerned. There seems to be something that is bothering you. Your head may be very much up. Your issues have been circling around or having that loop inside your head. Perhaps how to deal with it, an issue with this connection that you just can't get your head out of. You can't get it out of your head. Feeling trapped. Look at that. Those are too many swords around her. But the energy of this card could also speak of not being true to yourself, not being honest about your feelings, not expressing your feelings. If you are dissatisfied with this connection, you are not letting your partner know, or perhaps you're hiding inside your shell. You're hiding under a mask, and perhaps you are projecting that you are having the time of your life, or projecting that you are okay, but you are not really. You have a lot of swords here, which symbolizes mental torture, symbolizes being very much up in your head about the situation. And these are too many swords. Feeling trapped, feeling that you cannot move. One miss, you die. Feeling that you make a move and then you will lose everything. What is this that you are struggling with, dear Scorpio? And I feel like there's so many things going on around you and you're having a hard time juggling them. This could be struggle with work-life balance, struggling with for some of you may have had a new job and you are struggling to find the right time to balance it with your home duties. Or perhaps for some of you, you have a lot of things to take care of and you are having a hard time to manage your time because you are not used to it. This could also mean that you are planning a celebration and it's stressing you out. Something is stressing our Scorpio here out, and let me see what is this all about. Oops, those are too many cards. But what I am picking up on here is that there seems to be a dissatisfaction, if not unhappiness. I mean, you're supposed to be doing this, but instead you are doing this. It could mean you're supposed to be taking care of your child, but instead you are handling orders for your small shop, or perhaps you are handling managing your time with your work because you're new to it and it's something, everything is new to you. Your heart is somewhere else, but your current moment, you just can't align your schedule with where your heart wants to be. I mean, you're supposed to be on a vacation, you're supposed to be relocating at this point in time, or you're supposed to move somewhere or to be somewhere by January, but by this month, but nothing has been going as planned, and life just keeps on getting in the way, and it bothers you, it stresses you out, it gives you that anxiety. Could also be for some of you a third party situation. I mean, you are on the end of the line. you're about to give up, but you're still fighting. It's like your head, keeping your head above the water so that you will not drown. This is the energy I'm getting from you, dear Scorpio. Dissatisfaction. I mean, perhaps you may have married somebody who is totally different from you. You felt that love would help you with the differences in individuality, with the differences in behavior, with the differences in quirks and personality, but there's no light yet at the end of the tunnel. Look, you have the Eight of Swords here, coming out again. There's something that is sacred that you hold so dear and you don't want to let it go. But you know, your friends, your family members, or even yourself, you are very much convinced that you have to let it go, but you hold it so much, so dear. You just have a tight grasp on it, that you refuse to see the other side of the situation. You refuse to see the bigger picture. You refuse to listen what your friends or yourself have been telling you all along. I mean, you see this person, look at that, she thinks she is a rabbit. She adjusted who she is for this thing that is not reciprocating what she deserves. She has this toy rabbit with her, and she holds it so dear, so strong, so her grip is so tight, thinking that this rabbit would keep her company, or would fulfill the satisfaction she thinks she deserves. But she fails to realize that this rabbit is just a toy, and no amount of something else, no amount of person actually can feel that loneliness, could feel that void. It's yours. Your happiness is your responsibility, dear Scorpio. I mean, this could also be being in a relationship and feeling that feeling alone in that relationship, feeling left out in the cold, that feeling like you are trapped into something. That energy is surrounded by this one, dissatisfaction, wanting to get out of it, but you are still holding on so dear, as if your life depended on it. For some of you, you started to you were so open when this relationship started. You were so open to a point that you try to get to know them better. You try to learn their hobbies. You learn to be the person that they would like. You get what I mean? To a point that you have already lost yourself in the process. That is what I am getting, your Scorpio. See? The death of a connection. Hang-ups, excess baggage. It's starting to build. Resentment is starting to build. Not only resentment, not only mental torture, but also resentment is building up, and it's getting the best of you. And perhaps that could explain that, juggling everything and trying to keep yourself sane, trying to maintain balance, when in fact you don't want to let go. What else for the energy of our dear Scorpio here? You don't want to let go. You are so hard on yourself. An authoritative figure could be around your connection, but I am picking up on this is not another person. I'm strongly picking up that this is you being hard on yourself, worrying too much, or perhaps you have fears to let go of this burden simply because you're thinking about perhaps your kids. What would your life be if this person is not part of your life anymore? I mean, it is much more stable, at least from your perspective. You feel that it is much more stable with this person around you, when in fact you are already equipped and you have the capacity to be on your own, or to discover the path that that is rightfully yours. I mean, perhaps you have attributed your identity with this person to a point that, once again, as I have mentioned, you have lost yourself in the process. This is stability, financial stability. I mean, but you have disconnected yourself from others because of your choice to be with this, let's say, stable person, or perhaps you have chosen money over your relationship. You have focused so much on your career that you have forgotten about your time with the family, and you are sweeping it under the rug, and telling yourself that, no, it's not my fault, no, it has to happen, I have to do that. I mean, there are some regrets around it, but instead of you to facing it and acknowledging those misgivings, you pin yourself to the ground and blame yourself for the, it's like having a miscarriage and blaming yourself for it. Okay, you may need to, if you are a meditation practitioner, or you would want to meditate, you might want to focus on your solar plexus. This is the seat of your power, your willpower. What do you really want? What are your desires? I mean, on your own, as an individual, what do you really want in life? This is the Queen of Wands. This could be you, but this could be another person. There, for some of you, there could be a third party who is very different from you, a person who knows what she wants. This could also be the presence of a very charming but sometimes very controlling mother-in-law. But this could also be you not knowing what you really want, you not knowing what you want to pursue, and you not knowing what you deserve. And it seems to be clouded. Your judgment seems to be clouded by this, being hard on yourself, closing your doors from your friends, or not talking to your friends about this. You may have a Capricorn zodiac in your chart. Self-restraint, denying yourself of some goodness and joy in life, and as a result, there's full of resentment around here. You could be distracting yourself from facing your fears, or you're facing your fear of loss. Perhaps you are not opening the conversation about your feelings, what you want to be done, or meeting your person halfway. You're not opening that conversation because you fear that your partner perhaps would leave you immediately. I mean, you're keeping everything to yourself to a point that you are already harnessing the energy of jealousy, if not bitterness. In what ways are you acting on impulse? Is overworking your way to distract yourself from the issues that needs to be addressed? Is it your way for you to distract yourself from the unhappiness or dissatisfaction that you're feeling? Right smack in the middle of your reading is the same card as your core energy. You are feeling trapped mentally, perhaps being in a relationship. You feel you're in a relationship, but you feel also alone. Or perhaps, and it is worsened by the fact that you fear that letting go of one element in this connection would make you feel more unhappy. So what would you choose, dear Scorpio? In what ways would you want to are you fulfilling your capacity to be nurturing and receptive around the family as a sense of duty or obligation? Or are you doing it because you are really receptive and nurturing naturally? You could be very there is some sense of control here. I mean, you are falling apart. I mean, that's an exaggeration. Just take what resonates. For some of you, you could be falling apart, but instead of you acknowledging and embracing it, you are being hard on yourself. You are still trying to take control, but you know for a fact that you are losing control already. What else can we energy of the person Scorpio is dealing with? Your person is just waiting for the right timing, perhaps trying to understand you, trying to see things from your perspective, but they have to make a choice. They have to make a choice, and they're having a hard time to make a choice. Perhaps temptations surround them, and you could be living at a distance with this person. This could be a long distance connection. You could have an age gap with this person. The person you're dealing with is practicing self-restraint, being patient. I'm getting being patient with you. That is what I'm getting. I mean, you are not telling them that you are struggling, but they could feel it. And you could be dealing with a highly empathetic person, if not highly sensitive person. They are an empath, but this could also be you. This side here could be you, so energies could be interchangeable. Just take what resonates. This could be a Scorpio's cross-watcher, very much feeling trapped, struggling, feeling bitter. I mean, it's not that this person feels like they are victimized by the situation. They know that something is wrong. They know that something is weighing them down. But instead of them to face it, perhaps they are distracting themselves. Working could be in the form of overworking. Could also in the form of spending more time with friends instead of family, because they don't want to confront. They don't want to deal with the situation right now. There is a new this person could be a new lover. If you are single, if you haven't met this person, I'm talking to a single Scorpio, you are their chance in life, new chance in life, new lease in life. They're seeing it that way, but there seems to be hang-ups from your end. There seems to be, perhaps I could be connecting with a Scorpio born individual who is previously married and now dating a younger person, or could be the other way around. The person you're dealing with could be the one married and you are single, focused on your career. But what I'm getting is, whoever this person is, they have so much on their plate right now, and it affects them in a way that it brings unhappiness, if not dissatisfaction. Focused on finances, perhaps focused on their career. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or also a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Very forthright. I mean, the person you're dealing with could be very much, they know what they want, but with the situation you are in right now, it doesn't align with what they really want. Perhaps this person wants to pursue something else, or for some of you, they want to get married, but you are not yet in the position, or perhaps, at least from your perspective, you feel that you are not yet ready to be in that celebratory vibe, because there's so much to do. This person Scorpio is dealing with could be battling divorce, or wrapping up their previous relationship. But as far as their connection with you is concerned, they are very much, their heart is in the right place. They know what they want. They want to be with you, in fact, and they have this passion, if not lust, if not enthusiasm and excitement towards being with you. But it seems like their desire is not in alignment with yours. Perhaps you're very much busy with your work, or there's too much on your plate right now that you are working on right now. I don't know where this feeling trap is coming from. I'm not quite sure if this is something to do. Let me just lower that. I'm not sure if that is coming with this connection, but there is so much dissatisfaction, unhappiness, wanting to get away, wanting to move. There seems to be a reunion that is coming up for both of you. A reunion is set to happen, but perhaps life is getting in the way, or perhaps your person is waiting for their ships to come, or waiting for favorable conditions to come. But they want that reunion. It's the goal, but perhaps both of you would have to deal with your own personal matters before the reunion has to come to fruition. Let us see what the universe wants you to know. Message from the universe. Oracle. Let's get an oracle card for you for Scorpio, please. Reunion is on the horizon, but perhaps you need to let go of something else. The journey. This seems to be a long-term partnership, if not a long-term marriage, a long-term friendship between you and this person. Enjoy the journey, enjoy seeing things from another perspective, enjoy the differences that you have with one another. If these differences is what's weighing you down, perhaps you have to let that go and to embrace the differences that you have with this person. You could see there a girl and a deer. A girl who is striking friendship with a deer. They're totally different entities. But they make it a point to see each other, or to be there for each other, enjoying the adventure and being curious about each other. So sometimes you get caught up with your goals, but you forget to appreciate your journey. And perhaps these challenges are meant for them to be there, so that you could finally get the courage to get out of it. What are you what are you obsessed about, dear Scorpio? And in what ways can you detach yourself? In what ways can you detach from this authoritarian, being hard on yourself, or whoever that authoritarian or strict figure is? In what ways can you finally put your foot down and say yes to yourself, or say yes to what you want, to say yes to your desires? That means taking action towards those goals. Okay, so continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A, and see you soon, Scorpio. Bye.